Alright, today's gonna be, let me just test this chat. I'm gonna try and focus. I'm gonna try not to explain too much unless you explicitly ask. But definitely ask if you're curious. Sharing, presenting. I'll just say that. Thanks, CJB. Thanks for saying hi. Oof. There's too much stuff in game. There's writing, basically copy editing, sounds. Um, I don't know why this changing hierarchy stuff has to break a prefab. Like sometimes you gotta change shit around in a prefab. Still don't know why these are like changing with the screen. Fuck it. I'm gonna break the prefab. I'd like another one of these. No. Seems odd. I don't even know if I'm gonna have time to make it look like a proper gate. Power crowd. Is that how that's intended? How's it going? Yeah, the GitHub game off. GitHub game off. It deadline is tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'm flying to Amsterdam. And that alone is going to be stressful. But now I have this deadline, and we'll see how much I get done. I'm in a weird, like, pseudo brain dead from stress state. So, thanks for the encouragement. Pretty soon I'll run through the game. Trying to game over. Key hint. I feel like these could all go under messages. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty empty. I don't know if you've seen any of the other stuff. I'll just show it to you. It's probably broken. Okay. Oh, cool. Right, because I was just moving stuff around. So if you get hit, you end up in these sort of demake versions of the game. It's almost like 4 games in one. Okay, yeah, now I broke the game. I can, oh, I died. Yeah, I mean, thanks. It's kind of contrived, but we'll see. It makes an otherwise kind of boring game a little bit more interesting. It's never complained about this before. I mean, if it really wants, I'll rename it something stupid. Which coroutine is that? Yeah, and so I don't know. Makes sense, right? Sort of throwback. The boss is, I guess, what ties it together. It's like he comes from a dark realm that is, I don't know, lower powered universe realm. I don't know. So everything looks like an old game. I'm kind of bummed I broke some stuff. Yeah. They're supposed to be increasingly lo-fi. Black, image fader, none. Is that fine? Yeah, I guess that's a good thing. Oh, that's weird. This shouldn't have, image. Oh. Maybe when this prefab broke, references broke. That doesn't make sense. Text fader. Oh man. If I put this background on it, I have to fade that out too. WJ. Yeah. It's not good. I have a lot of anxiety, and it's not fun. I guess I need to make these, just do like a reusable message. Thanks. It feels like it's coming together, but it's still not like a functioning game. I mean, I guess it is after I fix some stuff that I broke, but it's not like a great game, which is fine, but I'm trying to make it at least like playable, so communicating better. I try and not do, I don't know, tutorialization, but sort of necessary. What does this do? I know, but at least like objectives, right? Being clear when people are confused about what the objective is. It's unless the objective is to find the objective, but fade. Actually, this I know. Put the image fader on here and then move the text fader here. Reference this text. And then they both respond to fade in and fade out. So I could actually do like send a message and it would actually hit both of them. But let's have this active timeout script. If I could make this do this is a really simple script. It's helpful, but getting it to do a fade out before in a kind of composable way, I can't help but be like, oh, how would I do that in a composable way when I should just like hard code something at this point? It's sort of like going to be half proper and half not, half hard-coded. What would it be? Both of them would send them as hard code first. Yeah. My brain doesn't always work like that. Sometimes it does and it feels great because I'm just like, get it done. But I got these two faders and I'm imagining, oh, they both have a fade in. So I could send a message and use send message to the game object fade in. That would trigger both the text fader and the image fader. And like composing this out of like 3 scripts when I could just make one fucking message fader. Saying it out loud helps because I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Just make a message fader. And copy and paste from the others and get rid of them. Yeah, so the way it'll work is a lot like this without this. Then there's also a fader. Let's see, does this work for? Actually, I only care about this for the image. Yeah, sometimes frustrations of your brain, like what state you're in and stuff like that. I've noticed I'm noticeably worse at programming at the end of the day. It's fine. I read it all. Fade out. If n is 0, see, this wasn't so bad. So I can enable this, and it has a timeout, and then after the timeout it fades out, and then after the fade out it disables again. In theory, let's wire it up. Collect keys. Okay. Oh, and then, where is it? Oh, it fades in as well. Okay, this is a little bit more complicated. In which we watch Unity. Give us an error. I may not notice. Yeah, I don't even know if I need to. This one's annoying. I'm not going to have it fade out. When you exit the trigger, it's just going to fade out based on the timeout, because that's how I coded it and how all the others work. So I don't even know if I need a message fader directly. I just need the game object. I'll just assume that it'll work this way. And what is this from? Get rid of all those. Okay, so timeout might be like 4 seconds in this case. And we want to fade in. I guess I can try it. Thanks, I just turned it off. Oh, I didn't. My friend Stevie did the music. Oh, I don't want it to fade in all the way. That's right. Dead. Oh, and then it made me rename that, and so now it's not assigned anymore. God damn it, Unity. Although I blame MonoDevelop. I think it's referring to this slide. Okay, back to this problem. Yes, I haven't looked into it to set it up yet. Too busy. Oh, I'm sure better than MonoDevelop. Totally. Microsoft makes decent developer tools. I haven't used any of them in a long time, but I used to. Okay, so we don't want to fade. Oh my god. Okay, we'll do something crazy hard-coded. This one's for you, WJ. divided by 2. Okay, it's at 50%. I actually wanted it at 25%, but that should do it. I can cheat. This is my favorite. Is he stuck? This is the coolest thing I did in this game. Okay. Yeah, thanks. It's a bunch of different things. A lot of off-the-shelf stuff. Talking to you, Kong Dong. It's mostly a let's see. Yeah, there's an outline shader that I'm using for this one. It's kind of buggy, like you can see through parts. Like it, if you make it really big, which if you're doing pixelation as well, you need to make it a lot thicker. So, but then it looks like that. But from far away, it looks good. You mean when it's close up? I mean, it looks okay. There's a lot of other things, like the train has these little points, which is used a lot more in the 1-bit, because that's the only reference you have for the height of the terrain, which works pretty well. I was watching a video on some old Nintendo stuff, and Star Fox actually kind of did this to give the terrain depth as opposed to, because it was this kind of a solid color, so it didn't really look like it was, it had that depth towards the vanishing point. So they added like a couple lines of dots that went in the direction of the vanishing point, and it did a lot. I only noticed that after I did this. And then the trees, because the trees are the same model. I thought I was going to do billboard sprites for these later ones, realms. There we go. So the trees are just with a solid black unlit, but with the outline. And then the branches have a really simple pixel pattern and the outline. And then there's a post effect that forces two colors, and that kind of makes it all blend together. I think without that, it doesn't look as good, I'm pretty sure. It's interesting too without the pixelation, like it's also kind of interesting. It's very kind of like vectory looking. But let's see. Is there something else? No, I guess that's it. Yeah. I'm probably going to end up doing my own outline stuff based on the ones that I found in future projects. There's also different ways to go doing outlines, like this guy's not running an outline shader. There's a Vectorify or something like that thing in the asset store that lets you draw lines. And it's kind of nice for making lines that are better than some of the built-in lines, but as a tool that will basically build the lines for all the basically the wireframe of a mesh. So this is actually a bunch of game objects. In God mode, I'm not sure why I was able to die. Oh, maybe I didn't. Power crowd. Thanks. Have a good meeting. But yeah, there's so many different ways to approach effects and stuff. I like what I got in this for the time that I put into it, but I might want to do like a third. Maybe it doesn't need it. I was thinking in the one bit, the background isn't good enough, but I don't think you need it. I need to make enemies not spawn near the beginning, because sometimes there'll be like 4 of them right there and you just die instantly. I keep trying to look at the background, and I don't have enough time. But I should be looking at the text to just make sure the text is readable, which it is, right? I was actually really surprised the skulls, how they look. Actually, because of the outline stuff, I made the resolution in this smaller, but when it was larger pixels, it looked really cool. I mean, the explosions and stuff were pretty cool too. Ignore the like black smoke that just shows up as black, but yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's not like the best, but it's definitely like good enough. Is that long enough to read it? I guess if you missed it, you can always go back. This game is hard. I slowed you down, so it's a little harder to outrun the things. I should probably try and play through with this speed. Without cheating. Oh, it's the hard one. And now I will die. They don't look good from behind though. But yeah, my roommate is also a game developer, said that as well. I've seen it, I haven't played it. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. I need to go deeper. Okay, not that deep. Got stuck on a tree. I'm lost. There we go. I don't know which way. I wasn't keeping track. I don't know which way I need to go. I need health for this one. Key activated, and that's when I should see a message, but I don't. And then fix this stupid progress bar. Oh shit. That's why he kills you sometimes. Actually, that's kind of funny. You have to like wait for him to come and go back. If he touches you, I think you die. Let him get back on his little route. It's the only way you can have enough time for this to work. Boss is all messed up. Okay, I'm trying to ignore the fact that the game's not good and just try and finish it. Keys collected. I should fix these. What? Did it change? No, it's right there. Oh, because it went to the boss scene. Update HUD. Here we go. Multiple messages. Collect message. And collected message. I actually want to play Devil Daggers. I don't know why it's not on my wish list. Keys collected. Okay, and then the gate. It's funny if I just ignore the deadline and just kind of work, I actually get work done. I know. Do yellow lasers or something. Blue lasers, doesn't matter the color. I was just thinking because I had to think about colors because the black and white, I had to do a weird hack to get the red of hearts and the yellow of keys to show up because the palette selector thing doesn't work the way you would think, and so I basically have it ignore yellow and red in a very inefficient way in the shader. So when I think about the color of something, I have to think about how to look in black and white and how I only have black, white, red, and yellow. Collect keys. Collected. And what does this say? You got all the keys. Unlock the gate. And proceed to the dark realm. Okay, good to know what to do after you've gotten the keys. I'm gonna fix that fucking progress bar. Both the hearts and the keys in the HUD are 3D objects for reasons I don't want to get into. I think I want to put the progress bar up by those keys. Something like that. Do you think it needs to say that it's like activating the gate or something? Assuming you know that it's the gate. And you get this progress bar. You might get there and then not realize that if you get off of it, the progress bar starts over, but the boss character is going to keep coming at you. Oh god. There's so many details and nuances that I'm thinking about in this game, and it doesn't matter because it's just not that great of a game. Well, this is better. Turn that off. Key hint. Not this. This is not the key hint. This key seems to exist in another realm. So when you come across one of the shadow keys, as sort of a hint, it'll show this. Which means all of the ghost keys need to trigger it. Only the first one will show the message. But I guess, you know, what would make this faster is to create an object that I can copy to all the others. Key hint, script just for this. On trigger, enter public bool shown false. If not shown, game object hint message. They will all have their own instance of shown. Unless we make it static. Which now that should go away, right? Which has its own side effects, but key hint. Okay, now we copy. Although they all need to be reset. Key hint, key hint, key hint, key hint. It's all kinds of weird little shortcuts. Did that do what I want? I think. Like dragging a new object to an existing game object to place it where that one is, even if it's not going to be a child, and then pull it out from being a child. one more. I remember being annoyed by. This is definitely like busy work. This is at least like well-defined busy work. Those programming problems where you're trying to think like, is there a better way? It's like also work to do it the hard-coded way, you know? This might not be obvious. Okay, so now the first key that I see that is not that I'm not in the right realm for. Wait, why are my keys showing up? I made them show up, didn't I? Well, that's weird. He killed me, apparently. But also, what the hell? Let me do that again. I'm not sure why it showed the key hint. Oh. Did I accidentally create another key hint somewhere? Not this. I need a key hint trigger. This makes no sense. Unless one of these objects is okay. Collected message. I have no idea how that message is getting well, that's wrong. I don't believe that's the issue here. I guess I'll inspect the status stuff when it happens. They both got activated. See, is there a way to find all references to this? Then there like something like ref. I don't know. Tagging. Still doesn't like this. Yeah, tagging. And, I mean, I use layers for hiding stuff. Wait, let me just double check all of these triggers. Right, so this, why is it in 2D? Actually, yeah, so key hint there. Key hint doesn't want me to zoom out. Key hint there. I hate this. See, these are way out there. Yep, 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 yep. Wait. I know what's going on. when you go to the center gate, that's when it activates all these keys and their ghost key versions in the different realms. And they haven't been active until then, and so they become active if any object is obstructing them. It will trigger the box collider and therefore trigger the key hint. So I need to make sure that the collider is the player. What? Oops. Which actually you could check with tagging, so in a way you were kind of right. Good. My arrow apparently is part of player. I don't know how that is the case, but that's actually weird. Because actually the arrow is not. Well, when you shoot the arrow, it just clones it. So like, these are some arrows that are stuck in trees. They're not even tagged as part of the player. They're tagged bullet. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too originally. And as a one-time thing, it's kind of hard to debug. It should be very straightforward. If it's anything but the player object, specifically the player object, I mean, not even child object should do this, because I will turn this off just to try and debug a little. Right on me. Oh shit. Let me turn. This is weird because normally God mode is like, don't affect your health, but in this one, your health is pretty important to be able to play the game. So it's more like don't kill you once you're at 0 health. Something. How did that happen? This should trigger it too because I turned off the one time saying. So it seems pretty broken. I miss when I was faster. Huh. Oh. Holy shit. Can't be this. Well, kind of ruined it. Did it again. Coming up to it. Did I make these just like obnoxiously huge? Where am I? Uh-huh, look at that. Look how huge that box glider is. How is that the case? Where is that? Is it because of the... It's 20 by 20. No crazy scaling. Where'd that other fucking... Why the hell is this scaled up by 10? I scaled, there was like an outer object, and I scaled that instead of the inner object. Fuck. Okay, so this should be like 2 by 2. Oh God, yes. Okay. Almost. I'm beginning to notice a pattern in that all the things that I thought were easy take a lot longer. I guess I should try and have it work properly. Yeah, I mean, with a lot of open source stuff, I've gotten pretty good at guesstimating how long it would take. With game stuff, obviously I'm not quite there yet, but it gets harder the more messy your project is, and then the quicker you're trying to finish it, the messier it gets. So then everything takes longer. Fuck off. Collect the 4 keys. Ah, this must be a key. I can get it, right? This key seems to exist in another realm. Oh, it keeps telling me. Oh, I don't set shown to true. Yeah. Luckily I'm pretty sort of intermediate, I guess, in my like Unity abilities and API and stuff, and I can usually break things down into like pretty good scripts. But as usual, and as just super iterative nature of games, you end up realizing that your modular thing didn't work. So and part of the process I'm trying to go through is just making a bunch of games quickly, going through the whole process to get a better sense of it all, I guess. So I can do things smarter, quicker. Yeah, see that I'm pretty. Feel free to ask if you're ever working on stuff and I'm around. I feel pretty relatively comfortable in knowing what it can do. for me, it's to the point where I'm just like constantly going through the asset store, kind of seeing what else is out there and what people are doing, and then getting stuff and seeing how they do it. Yeah, it's the worst part. Is perfectionism. Shown equals true. I'm not going to test that. It will just work. Key hint done. Key activated screen done. No, not done anything with pathfinding. Nav mesh stuff seems really cool. Actually, I did do a little bit, but like most of the games that I've made have not used any kind of pathfinding. It's all just very dumb, like go towards the player, go to waypoints. Which so far, like with simple games, like the last one, Visitor Center, where, you know, the geometry, the rooms are very simple. It's like just go directly towards the player anyway. And if there's obstacles, the physics will just like, they'll kind of like slide around objects to get to you if there are any. But I guess the other thing too is like almost every programming concept in games I'm familiar with because I kind of read it and did a lot of it when I was young. So it's sort of like I know the shape of the space. And then I know Unity, so I know that I can do stuff with the nav mesh and their nav agent stuff. But that's different from having actually done something with it. Do you do pathfinding? I know you can also get other off-the-shelf pathfinding stuff, or just implement your own. Actually, I remember when I was first working with Unity, that was a big thing, was I was implementing everything, a lot of stuff that it did for you. Because I was creating an editor in a game, so I kind of had to, because I didn't have access to the editor, which was silly, because I have the editor, why not take advantage of it? Especially when time is a big deal. Yeah, A star is like the standard, like getting started with pathfinding. That's pretty effective most of the time. Goal screen. So I was gonna try and I might want to show this in the menu before starting the game. So this could be grab this text even though I might not use it. This can be the initial, just like find the Realm Gate platform. Combo shot. I guess this can actually just be turned on from the beginning. Find it. Just to like, maybe just like hide the crosshairs so it's not confusing. All right, let's find the Realm Gate platform thing. That was easy. All right, now I gotta find keys. Oh, here's a key, right? Nope. I get stuck. One key. See, it seems like a simple game. It's just actually very frustrating. It's an obnoxious game. No. 2 keys. Back way. What is going on here? Sure. Damn it. Nope. All right, one more key. You know, as much as, let me cheat a little bit here. As much as I want it to kind of look demaking, and part of that was like lowering the resolution, this will look better with a higher resolution. Although it shows the mistakes in the outline stuff more. I'll play a little bit like this. Did I leave a heart? Where'd it go? Thanks. Thanks for hanging out. See you soon. Actually, probably not. I'm going on vacation tomorrow, so maybe in a couple weeks. I keep putting up the boss because it's a different scene. Thank you. See you around, WJ. So it covers one of the major things was all the UI help tutorialization stuff, clear objectives and all. The other thing was fixing the combo shot, which is just really buggy and people don't know what it is. But it's necessary because it's now the only way you can kill the boss. Keyboard and mouse support. probably not as big a deal as I thought. Especially with Rewired, but I'm looking at this list, I'm just thinking of all the things that are not priority and being like, I'm okay if I don't do that. I'll have some time tomorrow on the plane and in an airport for a few hours, but it's stressful enough for me. I was gonna do some. Okay, so this will increase the fun and I think make it a little bit easier and less obnoxious. Let's see. I was gonna make it so that the explosion of a skull will actually trigger the explosion of nearby skulls. So if there's a cluster of them, it'll kind of boom, 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 which could be fun and helpful in some situations. And I think pretty easy to implement. The explosion is instantiated when they're hurt. This explosion could have a sphere collider, and then that sphere collider can detect if there's any other skulls within its bounds, and then send the message to send them a hit. So yeah. Let's do that here. We'll put down a little enemy. Okay. Explosion. It already has kind of a sound. What is that? The minimum? Spread? I don't know what that is, but that looks like a good range. No, that's probably too big of a range. Let's do this. Collider. Maybe like that. Just the boss. This is less realistic, but probably more fun. Let's make an explosion tag. Oops. Let's trigger apply. And then get rid of this. We'll put it on our enemy code. I'm sure they have on trigger enter. If other tag equals explosion, get hit. On hit. Spawn health? Sure. Okay. Just to test this, we'll put a couple in the middle to make sure. I mean, they look around, but I guess though they make a sound when they're attacking you, which is the only time they move. Did that do it? All right. Ooh. I wonder if there should probably be like a delay. That bomb shot I need to fix. Yeah. I'm gonna try and get a couple chasing me. All right. Yeah, like you two. Oh, they blew up the other one. Ah. Perfect. Yeah, a little delay would be nice. There's an invoke repeating? Weird. Anything else like that? Yeah, invoke. Yeah. Oh, but it doesn't take I guess if they blow up, you're not gonna get health from the ones you didn't shoot. A random range, maybe? Like... that too much? We'll find out. No. Come back. This happens less often than I thought. Oh, that should have hit him. Oh, it's saying something to me I didn't see. Little enemy on hit couldn't be called. And why the hell not? Because as an argument, well, you know, if that's the case, I can always make another signature. I wonder if it's gonna not like that. This will probably help. Half a second is too much. I was like, wait, what? Maybe it makes sense, I don't know. I actually kind of hate using a bomb shot, probably because of the screen shake. And because it's useless. That was kind of cool. Yeah, I guess that's kind of a problem, is the trigger is going to be there for as long as the effect. So even when it's smoke, if something crosses through it, it'll blow up. I don't think that's ideal. This is going to mean I have to put code on the explosion. It's annoying. time.time is greater than created plus public float I guess we can make it half a second long. Once the explosion is finished, it destroys the game object. So this is just so that the first half a second is the only time the sphere collider is active. I'm gonna get a couple chasing me. What the hell is a raid? I've heard of these. What does this mean? And who is this? Hello, both of you. Ben, Sickness. Hi. So guys, what's a raid? I'm just trying to test some explosions. I need a couple though. I can't outrun these anymore. God damn it. Now that I'm slower, I notice it's harder to get a bunch following you. Oh, come on. It's like a host. Well, so the problem is I don't know what a host is. Specifically in this situation. You should feel good though, because you're the one who's going to explain it to me and will be the one who taught me a very important lesson. Okay, so that's good. I fixed the... Yeah, it doesn't happen as often as I thought, but it's nice that it's there, I think. And we're moved directly to your channel. So are you saying... viewers can follow that raid? And then they come. So it's like... Yeah, I mean, I get, like, it's a raid. It sounds like a raid. But... where did you come from? Where did those viewers come from? Your channel? And then where's your stream? Like, what's happening at the same time? I should just go and look at someone else, find some raid to participate in, shouldn't I? Oh boy. Finish his stream. Oh, neat. Well, that's nice of him. How do I do that? When I'm done, I don't know who I would give you all to, but if there was somebody that I knew that I could give them to, I probably would. Okay, well, but now what's hosting? Hosting you for up to 10 viewers, hosting you for up to 5 viewers. Hosting. Okay. Is that how I would raid? Okay. Okay, I see. So that's hosting. That's more like an after party. But, okay. Like a host, but the difference is viewers can follow that raid. So I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out what a raid is, if that's what hosting is. I don't know. I should just stop thinking about it. Too much work to do. Look at this. Yeah, I did the chain explosive thing. Victory and game over screens. What I should be doing is working on the combo shot because it sucks. I should also fix the bow. Shit. I like, so if I did the bow, here's the problem. I'll show you. So the bow's black, but actually the string is white. However, they are the same model. So if I put an outline on it, which I'd have to make another. Oh, I did one already. Okay. Now the string looks like a pole. It looked better when it was solid white. So I would have to... I'll just fucking do it. Do what? The problem is it's animated this skin mesh bullshit. If I do what I was gonna do... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do... Avatar, wooden bow, avatar. What's referencing this for the animation? Wooden bow avatar? I don't fully understand how that works. I'm gonna make a duplicate and I'm gonna make it only realm 4 and it will get the black and white material. So now there's two bows on top of each other. And they both seem to be animated, so that's nice. I'm guessing this one is causing... Oh no. It's just not a big enough outline. Okay, well I can fix that. This is 2.5. Cool, I don't even have to hide the other one. Although that's exactly what I needed to do. So I was going to take this and edit this model and delete its string, and then the other bow string would be there and it would be white. Okay, that's the plan. I don't think edit will work on this skinned mesh renderer. Apparently it does. All right, let's get in there. What a view. Let's try this one. So yeah, I'll try and select some pieces. No? What does it think I'm editing? I think it's confused. I think I'm confused. Hide this bow. Let's move this. Okay. Apparently moving it doesn't do anything. That's weird. But whatever. I'm just going to do another game object. I should get rid of these. Mesh renderer with a mesh filter. Look at that bow. Damn. Let's edit it. Is that actually a face? How many faces does it have? Oh. And it has two parts. Because it bends. I don't know, this seems like a strange mesh. Who would host me? It seems so weird. Delete. And then we'll save this as just a stringless bow. Okay, now get out of here. Back to this bow. Stringless bow. We're gonna switch your mesh up. This probably won't work. Okay, but then we bring this one back. Perfect. Obviously the arrow should be white. Well, that would be nice. You could even see them stuck in the trees. They were properly white. I guess I could take an arrow, create a child object that is white, that is only realm 4, make it slightly bigger. I'll try that technique. Which one of these has the arrow? So common arrow, this is still a prefab, right? Where's that thing where you can like see the prefab source? Select. So that selects the prefab. Didn't select it on the right here. Where's it at? Is it this? This seems like a different thing. Maybe I put it in my own prefabs. I don't see it though. Arrow. Shit. What the fuck is that? Can you just like show me this in a list? Okay, whatever. This is not a prefab. Why does the arrow need to be rendered as a skinned with a skin mesh render? What is going on? Duplicate. Black and white arrow. This is in that layer. How do I get out of search? Okay, now I can get my unlit white. So this is just the arrow that's in the bow. The one that you shoot is different. However, it is not really showing up. Maybe because apparently it's somewhere else. Still? Okay, so I think it just needs to be bigger. I don't know how much bigger it needs to be though. Fat arrow. This seems odd to me. Oh, it doesn't have the same rotation and shit. It doesn't have anything. Why is it totally different? I'll just paste them all. still. Where is this arrow? It's kind of strange that it's being a little bigger is not making it visible. Make it really fat, giant, ridiculous. Doesn't really show up. But if I disable this, what am I looking at? If I'm looking at this thing's supposed to be a lot bigger. Then again, changing stuff on this rig has, like when I was trying to resize or rotate the bow and it wasn't working, it's like they're marked as static or something. Okay, whatever. This is an easy thing. I can just disable the other one. No, it should have the same values. Okay. And then rum4 will reference this. The bow's arrow. On enable. Bow arrow set active false. Nope. Seems too fat. I mean, it seems fat in all of them though. This just seems extra fat. It's like good enough though. I'm gonna spend too much time on this if I keep going, so definitely good enough. In fact, the fact that you can't see your arrow after you shoot it, not really anyway. You can see it a little bit, but I'm not gonna bother with that. I don't think. Is that one on my list? Better be. It's not even on my list. God damn it. How long have I been going? Almost 3 hours. I can really only do 3 hours at a time. Okay, what else? Again, that bomb shot. Fuck that bomb shot. I can at least improve it. I can't fix it, but I can improve it, I think. I guess first by removing that fucking screen shake. No, it's bullet. Don't you dare shake that camera. Let's look at our bomb. Bomb explosion. Fuck, I don't even want this. Get out of here. Slowing down my project. Bomb shot explosion. Let's look at this. In theory, that's very big. Seems like where's the actual like meat of that explosion though? Also, is this light even doing anything? Five times. Smoke. Interesting. I don't know. Is that even having an effect on the smoke? Where's all that light blue coming from? Second one? Still doing it. You know that feeling when it doesn't seem like what you're doing matters? Is it that that's something? I don't know why I'm going brown. I feel like that blue's coming from somewhere. Is it the light? It is. Alright. Let's do like a... I mean, it's weird because we're lighting the smoke, and so it's causing this color. So this is kind of like the reflection of an explosion. There's still some blue in there. I don't know where that's coming from. Is it coming from here? We're missing an important piece of this. Huh. I actually want to see just this. Get all this out of here. Yeah. Where'd it go? Do it again. How come you don't really see that? Is it like order and layer? It should be higher, right? Oh, fuck. Okay. Color, color, color. It very quickly goes to the other colors. Maybe we should start with like a red. Man, will take forever. To get a good looking explosion that I want for this. Okay, so don't loop. Well, all these are looping, aren't they? Is there a delay? Okay. No, they're just like, their timing's all fucked up. 2, 2, 2, 2. I feel like this explosion could be bigger. So this is the bomb shot explosion. Let's try it out, I guess. Get back in here. The hottest switch. Oops. One more. And then this should go. That seems like that could be. Oh, fuck no. Should not be repeating. Although that's interesting. Kind of a long explosion. Okay, so yeah, don't loop. Maybe only have to do that on the. Okay, so a couple things. Fucking bigger still. I guess that's why this was set to like 1.8. And also I didn't apply it, so I guess that's part of the problem. But these ones should not loop either. shape, I think maybe is part of what we want to make it bigger. Radius 2. Is that bigger? I can't tell. Still seem kind of small. Big. I'm looking for big. Radius. Okay, wait. Restart it. Yeah, that's pretty big. And then 5 is what? That core flame, I need to make these bigger too. Shockwave. I don't know. Does that make a difference? Oh, it seems like it's smaller. Color, size over lifetime. Is this relative or is it like an absolute thing? Okay. That seems bigger. And more smoke. Eight. Oh, now we need more smoke. More. I don't know, maybe that's good enough. Let's try it. Need a good explosion sound. I hate doing special effects because they're so fast and so aesthetic. It's really hard to like tweak them, find the thing that you want. I mean, maybe with a bigger explosion sound, it would actually be pretty cool. So I guess for now, that's a good improvement. I can actually make the bomb shot blow up other shit now. We tag it explosion, and we add a sphere collider, trigger a big ass radius. Oh. Where'd the little player go? How come this scene got it? How come it gets the player? Screw this scene, it just causes problems. I'd say it should be like that big. Nope. I want to shoot nearby. How'd you see me around the corner? Huh. That delay, maybe it was too long. Oh shit, look at all of those. Out of my way. I don't think I hit any. Okay, leave me alone. I want one that's not gonna see it coming. God damn it. How did that not? What is this guy cheating? Never get a fucking break in this game. I hate this game. Here we go. I think it needs to be bigger. Go big or go home. It seems so big here, though. I don't know what the problem is. Right? That's like... See, that's fucking huge. Whatever. The whole point is it's overpowered. Double it. It needs more now. 60. $80. All right, Shockwave. Let's see what you got. They're weak. Let's go. Four. Smoke, you're gonna have to. Let's make your particles bigger. Here's that's something I should have done on this as well, is bigger particles. How about this light? I saw a perfect 2 to test on. bigger. I need to reduce that delay though. Half a second? That's crazy. Palm shot actually feels better. Where's that delay? What's he stuck? Cool, I think. Still want to make the player just a little bit faster. 16. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna need to eat. And then, it's interesting. Combo shot is mostly out of the way. It needs better signaling, but all right, when I come back, I'm gonna work on the boss because I pretty much broke that scene, I think. And also maybe pack. Okay. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in a bit.